Captain, I think that ECOWAS, you better on several occasions. I can't want some how or more loose grip on the continent. And member states now have come to the realization say the body is a useless body. Omuntimen rely on ECOWAS for anything because the agenda yeah they set it up the purpose and as for among the set it up by the forefathers in and Mali, Burkina Faso in Niger culture say or betray those fundamentals those principles now father by because the kind of economic cooperation, regional integration, and that kind of saying cooperation among member states, media promote to trade, ensure political stability, ensure sasabi adia kochia. This is a mother body that cares about the welfare of member states. Yabatinum and making sure that this body abaya white elephant they see her condoning all sort of nasty stuff. And then these countries have come to the realization say ECOWAS no longer serve the purpose or more free say serve. That is why these things are happening because you ask yourself say Samra coup no sha say na ekoso no circumstances are leading to the coup no proud no na ECOWAS as a mother body had every opportunity to intervene and on several platforms SCO Togo ye can say something had to be done sabi betimi save the situation but yet ha na Cote d'Ivoire ala ye fa ne say Alassane Ouattara ye nyina ye nim circumstances are leading ya papa we be president ni mo da hwegu a ekoso e wo Cote d'Ivoire wa ba be di president we na we try to turn a this guy had the infantry to massage the constitution and he first gave himself another lifeline. ECOWAS and Kashiamfa ho nothing was done about the situation. Then another coup SCO baby yes my delegation not such a joker was part of the delegation say yanko kanche domboy I say coup na why no on reverse it when this guy has engaged in what we call constitutional your friend is saying coup d'etat against the people of Cote d'Ivoire. So at the end of the day leverage bang and ECOWAS already coming on board. And over the years, what the Sahel region, the incursion of this mercenary groups, other insurgent group, ECOWAS massive place in a very hostile peace anyhow. So the understanding is ECOWAS better mobilize certain forces and certain intervention be abwa. Ama yet me akebu the situation creepy in. Nina, the mother body has been sitting aloof, doing nothing about it. And you can't about the kind of rankwa ECOWAS between French-speaking countries and France and Kasa. In the face of the ECOWAS, a dear na ECOWAS AFR home, Yenima man for Matsina Kunyaso for almost 40 years in Africa. Omo nim say near man circumstances and nipa no namu no eyade asabi enkoye as a mother body your job is to intercede on the behalf of the people. So if you are able what now to say responsibilities when you gu o check all these responsibilities in you go at the end of the day no so nim fa so biem. That is why these countries now have come to the realization say being part of ECOWAS or not being part of ECOWAS no e dey na benefit be na wo. Because other countries like US and as for impose sanctions on you know so within the community of world affairs over suffer. But ask yourself say what is the economic power of ECOWAS? ECOWAS bet to make us say my impose economic sanctions on anybody. Even in Africa, in West Africa, trade among ourselves, how effective said the city because train every Ghana ha entimi and time to Cote d'Ivoire because train no said they see building railway no ha no e dan said the Cote d'Ivoire building there e dan said the Togo see building there so we can't even use train to enter our African countries so it is very easy to trade with China, with European partners, with America. It's so easy than say you trading among ourselves. So you ask yourself say ECOWAS na buy for economic cooperation, for regional integration, as some person is saying. So how to live in the usefulness, I will lose in the essence. It's a buy a package of old guys. I said we won't committee and catch us. We a mistake. Now for be back and now be a manure gumet and pharmacy shop because kokra phone kwa said you be ayare and o makotenase and more about old age issues. Then I say for pertinent issues affecting the continent where you expect people to have come to the realization say Africa. So we have baby a advantage ayawo no other continent in the world and they will be when it comes to human resource, natural resources and so for how do we tap into these resources at least you bet me a leverage for economic transformation the youth of Africa or move away from the continent move go into your fancy modern day slavery in the Middle East. Now miss your shows videos Ghanaian ladies in your fancy Egypt. Now Egypt you cry transfer. and you see people going to Middle East, you compare them aside slavery, there is nothing there. So people go and sell themselves into modern day slavery when we have a much potential where you lander. Now you created those opportunities now. People will rather be coming here, sabe ya mobenya access to the kind of wealth of Africa. But I'm saying, Africa has become a harvesting ground for the world powers. And China is here. If you go to DR Congo, the Tenki mines, one of them, your friend say biggest cobalt, your friend is saying mine Africa. Among China, gingen, and Tokwa, and easy, and several other goods are Africa higher. Ngrofo I take it over. Ghana na yenya dia sebi yansu akwakoton betin high. So adwin ya de dwin ekase me take a peep into the future. Now I draw my plans in such a way say met me leverage tap into the talents and the potential say me form na sabi matimia build something substantial out of them. No leadership in our part of the world no is never interested in all these things. So I know that the youth have become desperate, they are useless, and there is nothing that they feel say they can do. They feel useless within them because there is absolutely nothing for them. That is why I'm for person over to kwan none of one no than to sit here. So to me, ECOWAS and one else will blame no. So a person phone taking it serious. They need to rebrand and repackage themselves because where they are at the moment, say a country belong to ECOWAS or you don't belong to ECOWAS, difference behind because ECOWAS ain't coming with any advantage. They celebrate days then as a forum, but what actually they are doing on the grounds on. You have Africa. Sabaya Africans are benefiting. Say yes, this is the real impact of ECOWAS. We are not seeing those things. So at the end of the day, countries come to the realization there. Also, name fast so captured because for people to come to the table, you need to have a leverage. You need to have certain advantage. So if I'm coming to the table and there is nothing that you are offering me, because ECOWAS should be so attractive to the stand say member states should your friends fight for its membership. But I condoning grants for all sorts of nasty and shitty political stuff. Man for to me, amend the constitution, give themselves lifeline. They still proud themselves of member of ECOWAS. Man for to me engaging all sort of your friends reckless activity. Anti-Chroma na Gambia, Ghana for ECOWAS or money as a forum. Sa story ne koko si saying. But see ne families or much for your victims. Guano ye omuntimi account for. You born in the broad day. I'm a man for Babon Tibe converse here. ECOWAS couldn't do a thing about it. So to me, if these countries are moving out, it's because ECOWAS are losing the essence, are losing the way. But yeah, mistake. Say a co-partner with a certain foreign interest, and that one will solve our problems. But who say some of these countries, are trying to build certain alliance with Russia and other countries? You see, those foreign interests, they almost Ghana interest at heart. This emerging and as Africa interest at heart. Me say China on the foreign policy are ordinary a very aggressive and very hostile policy of exploitation and ordinary on a timima alone or be mouse high phone one was say jiji we japade on fan chow. That is the kind of policy. And Russia, the SS is even people, countries around them. Abra, Berlin war no buya na country in the Eastern Europe, and we are part of Soviet Union, and be a journey away from Russia. So these are countries you cannot rely on them and say, we are breaking away from this and we are going to join this. They will come and exploit it. That is what we need to realize. How can we take any step? Now you realize the potentials on the continent. Now you realize the human resources are here. Now you turn those things into something productive. You for BBI. Now say answer ye be dwene how among ourselves. You bet me open market trade among ourselves. Quite bet me trade among ourselves. You for benya some faso because that is the ultimate thing that we need to focus on. Now now to when you Niger. Now no menam in terms baby captain. About 21-year-old boy. Sa ade na ye pia se ye de to na ade no and we pia sa na wakode baby wa bre. This is a 21-year-old African boy wakra na mama ne papa from Mali aba Ghana and also to na ade akwa to na ade de akwa. But this is a continent filthy rich. Among for proud almost said to me, just a life among for live on the content leadership. Now here the life, the misery these poor boys are going through. You don't see them, but sometimes just take time and look at them. There is no future, absolutely nothing for them. This is the kind of continent I have. So ECOWAS the focus should be about strategically, you ever build that kind of relationship, you build it youth no mu wom no sebe ya umbenya life, but we are not interested. So me ECOWAS there a useless body full of old men and women they just talk about their dying age na say for them ekoso nothing sensible in the ekoso because so instance so na yahu the continent lies bare right in front of us and yahu the number of coups I see in the last 3 years. Ask yourself say ECOWAS up to the task and ka coup we nka bekoso in the coming days, don't be surprised if a lot of these coups will spring up because near man coup eba within the continent, and nobody is stepping up to intervene. Niger. So what is almost they were amassing troops to go and attack them. Okay, Tinubu ni na se for Tinubu no na mo no se bi uja no no nkasa kwenti mi biare. Obi na be biare no. And such an old man so a president. Because look at him, somebody who cannot even walk on his own. Obetime biare na chi. And this a president is a president. So what decision I know take he manage a man or he can bath himself. Obi the baby no. Now president will be the how can you take decisions very serious? So I think on the continent we really have to be serious. Now you move away from these trivialities. I also say, am I young quiet named Anya sir, Captain, we will continue to suffer.